That was hot. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to my dad, darling, causing hell up there in heaven. Rest in peace to Jimmy Lee Young. We love you, darling. Yes, and anybody else who's lost their fathers out there, rejoice, celebrate. They're still here with us. We just can't see them. How about that? I don't want to see nobody, to be honest, because our child, they'll take me on out with them. I don't need to see nobody that done passed on. I love you. I miss you so much, and I will see you when it's my time. But until then, don't you show your ass up at my doorstep talking about let me in. Who? No. Okay. Let me see. So this is gonna be now. I just recently did part 2 of the Mitchell family, child. It's a whole lot with those folks. The Mitchell family really go through it. So leaving off from that, Melvin, the baby brother, he's out there talking to Iyanla. You know, he's upset and he's scared and he's nervous, and he, you know, is upset because he felt like Iyanla Vanzant has disregarded and, you know, ignored him and his feelings. And which I do get that. And, you know, Iyanla, she doesn't know, like, the whole dynamic with them. And, you know, with them being the only 2 gay brothers and, you know, them being the youngest, so they was the closest at one point. And, you know, they just have a certain connection. And, you know, we also found out that, try not to sneeze. We also found out that Melvin has, you know, put his feelings aside a lot of times, and for the sake of, you know, his brother. And, you know, he's taken all the disrespect and everything that his brother has given him, honestly, because he just feels sorry for his brother, and his brother being molested multiple times when they were in foster care, which is terrible. Lord, I can only imagine what Marvin has been through, and what they all have been through, from the mama, LaRonda, to Kizzy, to Marcus, to Michael, to Michael Jr., on down to Marvin and Melvin, and all the other M's, and, you know, all the other Mitchells. So, my God. So Iyanla got him to calm down. You know, Melvin was out there showing out. He had to pop a port. And so, you know, this is the next day. Melvin showed up with some Puss in Boots. Child, did y'all see them boots that Melvin had on? Melvin had them boots all the way up to the knee, child. I was like, Melvin, where you get the Monica boots? Where did you get the Monica boots? Where'd you get the Mary J. Blige boots, Melvin? I was living for it. I was like, come through, Melvin. Puss in Boots. I was like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So anyway, Melvin came in. He has the most, like, beautiful skin, for sure. So Melvin came in, and, you know, he came in there to talk to Iyanla, and, you know, they briefly went over what happened yesterday. Iyanla was just like, look, I don't feel disrespected or nothing, you know, maybe I could have came off on a less, aggressive tip, but she said that was what the Holy Spirit told her to do. That's what the ratings told you to do. But okay, Iyanla, we're gonna go with that. Let me see. You know, he talked about how his brother, how, you know, he sees him as not being so strong, and that's why, you know, it's kind of like he's a baby brother, but it's kind of like he's protecting his younger brother. And they're all, like, so close in age. They're all, like, 1 year or a few years apart. So it's like a lot of what they experience, they go through at the exact same time. So it's a lot, you know. It's kind of like a built-in best friend, kind of like having a twin when you're so close in age. But when y'all just go through so much, it's hard to find that connection and that love and that bond from anywhere. It's sad. So he started to get emotional. He just doesn't understand why his brother doesn't lean on him, and why his brother doesn't see him as enough. And being the only two, it's hard enough being black on top of that, being gay on top of that. And if you're blessed enough to have a gay brother to go with it with you, that's a blessing. And Melvin sees that blessing, but because Marvin has been through so much as an individual, he can't receive it. He can't receive all that love. Poor thing. Iyanla said that you need to tell him that, and read him and give it to him, because it's not okay for you to deny yourself for his feelings, or for him to disrespect you. That's not okay, just because of the things that he's been through and stuff. We all go through a lot in this life. Some people have it harder than others, obviously, or have been through more in their childhood than others. But at some point, no matter what you go through, you have to let it go for your healing, for your health, overall health, mind, body, soul. Anita Baker. You have to, because that stuff will eat away at you. Your health will start declining, everything. I think about the few times every once in a while when I get mad about something, my head start to hurt real bad, or when I'm worried or stressed, my head start to hurt, and I start to feel dizzy, and my heart start to beat fast. All this stuff that's happening to me, and I'm just like, wow. I really just let whatever the situation is get me that riled up to the point where I'm about to clock out and go, meet the people that, that I'm passed on and trying to come see me and knocking on my door. I'm not ready yet. I ain't trying to go till I'm 110. So it's just like, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's definitely, a lot. You just can't let certain stuff start to affect your health, and your blood pressure be sky high. You be mad as hell, and child, you just got to let folks be folks sometimes, and give them their space, and they'll come back around. And if you decide to be bothered with them again, then go ahead. But if not, then goodbye. Okay, so Marvin and Melvin, they came in, was talking. Marvin, he was just like, he apologized to him for everything. Marvin's very emotional and sensitive and heartbroken, but for some reason when it comes to Melvin, it's hard for him to open up or express himself, because Melvin, he loves his brother with all his being. He says that the biggest blessing he's had is his brother, having a gay brother to go through life with, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So, but Marvin, I don't think he just can receive that. Marvin just done been through so much. He's just so blank, numb almost to a lot of things. So I don't know, but Marvin revealed that he has always, people started to call him the cute one and call Melvin the ugly one, when they're both attractive, and honestly the most attractive ones out of all of them. But whatever. He started to get that gratification from people. People started to make him feel good. Boost his head up once again, getting clarification from people, and once again allowing people's thoughts and opinions to affect him, whether it's negative or positive, like they did in the past when it was negative. And now it's positive, like, oh, you're cute, whatever. And he's not realizing that, why are you not taking up for your brother when they're making fun of your brother and then boosting your head up? The fact that you was okay with that is a problem. So he was just like, yeah, it was like, I don't understand that. And Melvin was just like, I don't care what them people were saying about me. That doesn't matter. But the fact that I had a brother right there beside me in the same picture or photo or whatever that I was, and you're not taking up for me, that was the issue. And I completely get that. They talked about how they got into a fight. There was punching, throwing knives. Allegedly, apparently, Melvin hit him. And allegedly, apparently, Marvin went to go get a machete. And, it was going to be some slicing and dicing and cutting. And, better than bruise. So, I don't know. But, like I said, it's a lot. That's a lot. I'm sure it's a lot they've been through individually, and it's a lot they've been through together. That's a lot to unpack, child. Woo. So Marvin gave a request. Melvin, he gave a request to Marvin. He was just like, my request is, I want to change our relationship. If not, I would rather not fool with you or be bothered with you, and I'd rather we just keep the distance from each other. And, Marvin was just like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and change or try to change. They hugged Iyanla and then hugged each other, and there you go. Melvin really, really loves Marvin. I can feel that through the screen. And I just hope that Marvin opens his heart and just be nicer to Melvin. And I hope that Melvin, change, his ways. And Marvin change his ways as well. They're actually one and the same. They should be thick as thieves. Being the only two queens, are part of the Mitchell brothers. So, they should be close. And furthermore, they should all 5 of them, should get together or 4 of them should all get together and help Michael Jr. Because, nobody's going through it quite like Michael Jr. is. Even Marvin or, Michael Jr. needs the most immediate help, for sure. Okay, so we got into Kizzy Key. They still, I don't know how I felt about Kizzy's wig. I've seen a little glue moments, but it's okay, These people are here for healing. They're not here to model wig lines and bundles. So Kizzy, she was talking, Iyanla was just like, you know what, we're going to get your healing, sis. We're going to get your healing. And, we're going to talk. She briefly talked about how protective she is over her mama, which she calls her mama, which is actually her grandmother, her mother's mother. And she was just like, yeah, they get into it just a lot. They bicker a lot because they're one and the same. I've always heard growing up that 2 people that's just alike ain't going to get along. And a lot of times that's been proven to be the truth. So many times. Let me see. LaRonda, she tells her daughter about all the things that she's been through with her mom. How she was tied up and beat with extension cords. And then right afterwards, she would put in a cold tub. And she didn't understand why she was put in a tub of cold water. And apparently cold water, calms down the swelling process and all that. And I was just like, Lord have mercy. Jesus. Then Kizzy revealed that she was beat too by her grandmama. So I was just like, my God, who is this woman? What's this woman's story? What's her deal? And then they got into, 2 different stories as to who, how did she end up with the grandmother, etc. The grandmother told Kizzy that basically her folks was just on drugs, both of them, and, she needed a place to stay, so she took her. LaRonda's story was different. LaRonda says that, she would do all kinds of stuff. Basically, that she wanted to take the baby from the beginning. As soon as she had the baby, the mama started to get possessive over Kizzy, and LaRonda didn't like that. She was like, "That's my baby." Apparently, allegedly the mama had lied and said she gonna have a heart attack, and the good Lord or somebody told her that if she don't see the little girl, that she gonna have a heart attack. Kizzy took the little girl over our house, and I'm sorry, LaRonda took the little girl, which was Kizzy, over to her mama's house, and since then she's just been having a difficult time getting her back. LaRonda was just like she did not get on drugs until after Melvin. I believe that's a lie. I really do believe that's a lie. I do believe that LaRonda and Michael Sr. was on drugs. I really do. Throughout the duration of these pregnancies, all these kids, I really do. There's no shade, but you can look at them and tell that you could look at Michael Jr. and tell that, it could possibly have been a thing. And then when we first met the Mitchell family, they said that it was a few of them that had drugs in their system. So obviously you was pregnant and still on drugs and doing drugs, Miss LaRonda. Now we gonna tell the truth now. So, maybe in a way, it was best for your mama to take Kizzy. But obviously we find out that everything wasn't roses over there at the grandmama house. So it's a mess. It's really sad. Kizzy said that her grandma would tell her to yell and scream if her mama come around or wanted to talk to her, as if she was getting kidnapped and stuff. Just that grandma is diabolical. That grandma is awful. I wish she need to be on the show. She ain't gonna admit to nothing though. Cause you come from a certain generation, they ain't gonna, let me see. Let's see. Kizzy talked about how she had bruises and sores and all that on her back, and that she could barely even put on some clothes because it would hurt so bad, and she couldn't dress out for gym and stuff because it would see all the bruises and stuff all over her from her grandmother. Oh God. Oh Lord, it's just so sad. I can only imagine. I just want to hold all of them. I really do. Just for like an hour. Just hold all of them for an hour. Each one of them get an hour of my time. And it's about, 8 of them all together? That's going to be 8 hours of hugging. But that's just what I want to do. I just want to hug them and feed them. And, yeah. Just dance and have fun. That's what they need. They had a request to one another. LaRonda was just like, look, I want to get to know you, Kizzy. Kizzy was just like, I want you to be my friend, and they are going to work on a mother-daughter relationship. Lord, this is a lot. Kizzy apologized to her mom. LaRonda was just like, I just want forgiveness. So they all get together for a little final table scene. And, earlier in the past episode, they did the whole exercise where they held up the donkey, and Iyanla's donkey had LaRonda on it, and all the issues that the brothers and sister had. Some of them had to do with LaRonda, but LaRonda's issue was Iyanla's issue was LaRonda, period, because she's the mother. She planted the seed. She created all of this. This going down between the brothers and the sister. So, she held up the little donkey with all the different things on it, with honesty, abandonment, neglect, whatever. And, she plugged them off each time, Iyanla. She kept plugging them off as she talked about them. And so, they all went around the room, and whatever their main issue was with themselves, the brothers, or their mom, they talked about it, and then Iyanla plucked that issue off. LaRonda, she was just like, look, I just want forgiveness. I just really genuinely want forgiveness. And, I want us to heal. And Iyanla did this whole little speech basically saying that we will love each other, honor each other. We are no longer in foster care. We will not live in the past. We will live in the present. And we will do better as a family. And Iyanla kicked them out. She said she's sick of the Mitchell family. Beautiful episode. I truly do hope and pray that the Mitchell family, I'm trying to find their social medias and follow them if they're on there. But I truly do hope and pray that the Mitchell family finds peace and love. They need it. Absolutely. We all have one life to live. Life is hard enough. You might as well enjoy yourself and have as much fun and just love yourself and love all the people around you as much as possible. We all gonna continue to go through things in life, but just be happy. Just be happy and stop dwelling so much in the past and just let it go. For your own health, for the health of the people around you that you love, let it go. And with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at It's King's World on Instagram and Twitter. At It's King's World 89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. All my social media moments will be in the bottom bar below. And with that said, I say, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black. Stay tuned. And I'll see you guys later.